name is Lauren. My friend, Professor Nabil Jabbour from Lebanon, is an author, lecturer, and expert on Muslim culture. I invited Dr. Jabbour to read his book, Unshackled and Growing, for you, one small section at a time. A PDF version of the book in English is available to you for free on the website friendshippathways.com. You may also access past episodes there. I present to you the episode, Progressive Revelation.
Progressive revelation. Of all the millions of planets God created in the universe, there is one that is very special to him. God designed Earth to be the place on which he would carry out his plans with the human race. Can you imagine the creator of the universe, the Almighty God, revealing himself to people, to the people of this planet, beckoning them to a special relationship with him? When we look at the whole Bible, we see that God revealed himself gradually and progressively. He knew the extent to which human beings could cope with his bright glory. He treated us with tenderness, revealing himself only to the degree of our ability to cope. We do not expect someone who has been in a dark room for a long time to walk out of that room and look directly at the sun on a bright day. We expect that this person needs to adjust gradually to the light. At first, he will need to wear dark sunglasses to protect himself from the bright light. This is how God exposed his bright light to mankind very gradually. When God appeared to Moses in the burning bush, Moses does not see him face to face. This is in Exodus chapter 3. When God revealed himself to the people of Israel in the wilderness, they saw and heard him in lightning and thunder at the top of the mountain, but they did not see his face. They saw his miracles repeatedly, but the Old Testament people believed that no one could see God and stay alive. There were a few exceptions to this rule when the pre-incarnate Christ appeared to certain individuals. When the Jewish temple was built in Jerusalem during the time of the Old Testament, it had three main sections. One section was for people who came to worship. Another was for the priests, and the third was called the Holy of Holies. The Jews believed that the presence of God dwelt in the Holy of Holies. A big thick curtain separated the Holy of Holies from the rest of the temple, and no one was allowed to be behind it. Only the high priest once a year, and for a very short time, went behind it to plead forgiveness for God's people. During this brief time, when the high priest went behind the curtain, the people waited anxiously to see whether he would live through the experience or be struck dead. God, in his kindness, knew our limitations as a human race and gradually gave us glimpses about himself in creation, in the law, through the prophets, and through his intervention in people's lives. Finally, at just the right time, he visited our planet through his word, Kalimatuhu. And what a truly unique time it was at that point in history. The Roman Empire was in control of a good part of what we call today Southern Europe, the Middle East and Northern Africa. They built the famous Roman roads and connected their world together. The Greek language enabled them to communicate throughout the empire, and the religion of the Jews who lived alongside the Greeks created an awareness of a personal God and a longing to connect with him. At that unique time, the visit to our planet took place. God's revelation through Christ's visit to earth was progressive and gradual as well. We see that clearly in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, which tell the story of Jesus' time on earth. Early on, Jesus did not want the crowds to know who he was. Over a period of 3 years, he gradually revealed who he was to the disciples, the men with whom he spent the most time. The brightness of his glory was gradually revealed according to the disciples' ability to comprehend. This is why the visit to our planet did not occur in 1 week, but over a period of 33 years. At the end of that period, with the events of the cross, the thick curtain in the temple that separated man from God was split in two. That event marked a huge breakthrough in God's revelation of himself to humanity. Starting on that day, mankind gained direct access to God through Jesus Christ.